What's going on, everybody? Welcome back inside the Janitor's Closet. Josh, Frey-Sam, Bryce Hunt with you guys as always. Folks, we are back with another video here, our best bets. We got three of them for Tuesday, June 3rd. And folks, just in case you haven't been keeping up with the fellas as closely as you would have liked to, we are 38-19 on the season. We got over 8 units in profit so far this season. Bryce is killing it so far, and we're looking to keep this thing rolling here on, again, Tuesday, June 3rd with 3 great plays. Before we get to those, folks, let's check in with our guy here. Bryce, what's going on? We're over a month into the season here, and we are obviously things are. I would think this is pretty good so far for us. How are you feeling so far as we are over a month now into the season?
Yeah, I feel good. This is the time of year where I start calling a couple audibles on some plays that I see in the player prop market, certain matchups that I see that I kind of circle for guys next starts. If I like the process and I think the books are going to be a little bit low on a guy. We had a couple of those over the weekend that hit for us, so I feel like we're in a good spot. The model's been good to us as of late. We have a couple futures bets that look really nice. And we could have some, upwards of 5 to 10 unit returns potentially if all things go well on the future side. So I think I'm pretty happy with everything to this point in the baseball season. About a third of the way through.
No doubt. Yes, we are rolling right now, and things are looking great for us. So, folks, we appreciate your guys' support. Before we get into the plays for today, as always, we got to go through it. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also feel free to give us a follow on X at TJC Bets if you are on X, and we post a lot of plays there, and we also post plays at our newsletter. The Janitor's Closet newsletter link is going to be in the description. If you have not subscribed yet, be sure to do so. And the last thing is our podcast, the Janitor's Closet podcast. That's something that we are still doing. Feel free to give us a follow over there wherever you get your podcasts, and we that's just kind of where we keep things casual. We talk a little bit of ball from time to time. So we appreciate all the support, and without further ado, Bryce, let's get into this thing. Tuesday, June 3rd, and our first play, we are going to be starting out east with the Chicago Cubs taking a visit to the Washington Nationals. What do we got out there?
Yeah, we're gonna have the Cubs in this one. The first five line for the Cubs is at 0.0, so we don't have to worry about the hook or anything like that. This is going to be 1 unit. We're going to have 3 plays today, all for 1 unit, all first five with the zero point 0.0 line, which is really nice. You can only assume that the Cubs aren't maybe a higher favorite at this point. We're recording this around 9 o'clock Central Time because Kyle Tucker left Sunday's game. He jammed his finger. X-rays were negative, so we'll have to see if he plays. Even if he doesn't, Josh, I think Trevor Williams just, he simply isn't good enough to dominate against this Cubs lineup, even at home, with or without Kyle Tucker, who still could play. I've read a couple things that said he might play. Maybe the team holds him out. They had the day off today on Monday, so we'll see how he's feeling for Tuesday. Cade Horton's going to go, the young rookie for Chicago. And I think that he matches up really well in this spot against the Nationals lineup, mostly in part because that number one pitch for him, which is the cutter, getting in on the hands of those lefties, away from the righties in that lineup. I think this is a really sneaky good matchup if you're DFS, stuff like that. Cade Horton could be a play here, and Trevor Williams. I just don't think he's the guy. The model likes the Cubs. We like the matchup. We're going to be taking the Cubs in this one, first five, 0.0.
Okay, love to see it. A little NL matchup there in the East. Now let's go over to the AL here, and we got Texas Rangers. They are visiting the Tampa Bay Rays. What do we got over there, Bryce?
Yeah, this is a really fun one, actually, sneaky fun one. Drew Rasmussen, Tyler Mahle, two pitchers with great underlying statistics. Tyler Mahle probably makes the All-Star game for Texas. He's been pitching phenomenally. One of the best ERAs in the league to this point. And Drew Rasmussen's a guy that I've been high on. It seems like he always dominates when he's healthy, which unfortunately he hasn't been that much. But as up north, Toronto Blue Jays fans up north here, we know all about what Drew Rasmussen is capable of. He's dominated Toronto more than a handful of times in his career. He's on a great roll right now. He's got that thing working, that heater. When he gets up to 96, he can locate it wherever he wants, and he's got a lot of help from his cutter as well. He still doesn't even have really the full command of his secondary stuff, his breaking pitches that he wants at this point. Couple walks, but still without having the command of his secondary pitches, he's still gone 6+ innings, less than 3 runs the last 3 starts for him. He's had great success after a little bit of a rough patch to start his season. So we're looking for him to carry that on as we're going to be taking the Tampa Bay Rays at home first five, 0.0. Molly's been good. Maybe outkicked his coverage a little bit, but he's still been really good to this point. Where this play comes from in the model, I'm pretty sure would be Texas' offense has really struggled to this point in the season. They had an okay weekend. We saw guys like Marcus Semien kind of getting back in a rhythm. We know Corey Seager hasn't really looked like himself since returning from the IL over the weekend. But that offense as a whole has really, really struggled from what some people think they're capable of, myself being one of them coming into the season. But the other added component of this, when you're playing in Tampa Bay, like Tyler Mahle is, and you have to pitch not only at a spring training facility in this case, but on the road. It's always tough. And we've seen a lot of road pitchers struggle pitching in Tampa. Also worth noting that the Rays just threw up 30 runs in a 4-game series against Houston over the weekend, albeit, a majority of those runs came in 2 games, but still for them to do that to Houston is pretty impressive. So they're swinging it a little bit. We're going to ride with the Rays in this one, first five, 0.0.
All right. So we go from
One
one
unit
fun
as well. Sorry.
one unit, yes, sir. And let's go from one fun one to another. I think this one's interesting. We got the Met, two couple of teams that are atop their division. We got a really good offense in the Dodgers, who are hosting what's been a really good defense so far in the New York Mets. What do we got out there in Los Angeles?
Yeah, we'll go from a really good pitching matchup to maybe not the best one here. And that's not something you're used to saying with Clayton Kershaw when he's on the mound. Tyler McGill is going to go for the Mets in this one. Kershaw settled in, I guess, a little bit. His second start was only 2 innings, 4 innings in the last one. He was good in those 2 outings after a shaky start to his season against the Angels. Obviously not what he used to be. And Tyler McGill is kind of in a weird spot right now. It looks like he might be on his way out of that rotation. He just had it. It looked promising for a second, but it's kind of fallen off the rails a little bit. So the pitching really isn't what determined this play for the model. It was the offense. And they're going to have, the Mets aren't the best team against left-handed pitching. The Dodgers, we know, crush righties, and Tyler McGill could be in a tough spot having to face this offense, which has been rolling. We just saw them steamroll the Yankees for 2 out of 3, and they're going to look to get the Mets here. We're going to ride with the home team, LA Dodgers offense specifically. Hopefully, they can take us home. We know how they were to us last year. We haven't been on them too much this year. We're gonna try our luck here. We'll see if the Dodgers can pull one out for us here. We're gonna take Dodgers first five, 0.0 for 1 unit against the Mets on Tuesday.
Yeah, if you didn't say it, I was going to. I was gonna bring up those old memories, bad memories. But hopefully
Tough.
we can. Let's create some new ones here with the Dodgers. Okay, and we're okay with a clean slate. Let's start this thing, start a new relationship here, and let's make some money together. All right, folks, that's 3 plays. Chicago Cubs first five -0.0. Tampa Bay Rays first five -0.0, and then we also got the Los Angeles Dodgers first five -0.0. All 1 unit plays for Tuesday, June 3rd, 38-19, over 8 units in profits, folks. Let's keep this thing rolling. And as a final reminder, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're tailing the fellas, leave us a comment. We'd love to see the comment popping off, and let's keep this magical season running. Bryce, what do you say?
Yeah, man, let's do it. Also keep it pinned on the newsletter. We could have some player props coming out in the morning. We're going to take a look at Drew Rasmussen and Kate Horton specifically. We talked about them We're going to see where their pitcher out lines are, where their strikeout lines are, all those good things. So keep it tapped there. For tomorrow, before these games get kicked off, we might be adding a player or two there as well.
Goodness, could be a juicy Tuesday inside the Janitor's Closet, folks. All right, we'll see you guys later. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and hopefully we see you guys next time with glasses on. Take care, folks. Peace.